Hey everybody, sPidA here, the Fight Card Podcast, of course, coming to you once again here in San Antonio, Texas, being joined by a longtime friend, David Longoria, my man. How are you, bro?
Hey, good man. How are you doing, Spider?
Man, I'm doing great, brother. I know we talked a little bit earlier, man. We've been talking, on and off, man, throughout the years, bro. I mean, of course, I think at one time we were actually opposite teams, bro,
We
when it
were
came to
opposite
competition,
teams.
man. But a lot of good came
Yes,
out
we
of that,
were.
man.
Yes. Yeah, we owe a lot to those guys
No, no,
that,
for
that
sure, man.
brought it to us, and the athletes that have gone through those two guys are pretty impressive.
That's true. I mean, you can't deny that, man. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's pretty much
Mm-hmm.
what kept the MMA alive here in San Antonio because both teams were pretty
Right.
much the only ones that were out there throwing fighters, bro.
Right on. Yeah. Yeah. For
But
sure.
man, I mean, of course, throughout the years, bro. I mean, we've been acquaintances, we've been friends, we've been back and forth, going through life, going through this whole world of
Yes,
Brazilian
sir.
Jiu-Jitsu and
Mm-hmm.
MMA. Me on the
Mm-hmm.
media side, of course, and you actually
Mm-hmm.
on the mat and at one time inside the
Mm-hmm.
cage, bro. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
give you that,
Mm-hmm.
bro. But
Oh, appreciate you. Yeah,
right
it's Go ahead.
now, no, I was gonna say, but right now, I mean, we got you guys have something coming up, man. Of course, the name says it all. Combat Social Club, man. Tell us a little bit about that, bro.
Well, it wasn't my first name. I was thinking of something else, but then that name was taken already, so I kind of had to switch things around. It wasn't just it came to me in the middle of the night. It took some
Nice.
fashioning and kind of like what sounds good, what sounds right. There was a lot of good ideas, but maybe the timing was off, and how you said it, how it rolled off the tongue, or just little things, man. But finally landing on Combat Social Club, man. That was like, man, you know how you like, as
Yeah,
soon
that's
as you
it.
okay, that's it. Yeah. So
Nice,
so
man.
yeah, man, that's kind of. And then I've been personally, been a it's been a goal of mine for shoot, man, 14 years, opening my own spot. You know, uh, and I guess things happen, and that's what I needed at that time. But now we're exciting, opening an academy here in town, 410 and Broadway.
Yes,
So
sir.
looking to make more announcements the closer we get.
No, no, for sure, man. And I mean, for
Hmm.
those that are watching, of course, or are going to be watching, they can actually follow you guys on your social media outlets. I mean, on Facebook
Yeah,
and
we got social media on all of them. So just pick one and look us up.
no,
Hmm.
no, for sure, brother. Now, of
Hmm.
course, when it comes to you wanting to have, you've been wanting to do this, man. I mean, I know you were working in the oil field for a while, so of course you
Hmm.
weren't home, you weren't, training. But when you came back, I mean, you basically just jumped back on it, right? Like as far as working out and training.
Yeah, man. So just having going through some difficulty, some life difficulties, man, some personal struggles. Uh, just finally, just man, you just get my shit together, and so
Oh yeah,
part of me doing that is getting on the mat. So getting on the mat, I knew that. I like to get in there with some boxing gloves and some of this and that, but man, your body, a lot older these days, can't really put that kind of tax and that kind of work on a body like this. So I went to jujitsu, man, and man, it's been a uh, you know getting back into the gi and then back into instructing and teaching and coaching, man. The last 2.5 years has been man uh, monumental, and me being ready to move forward with this. I was past 2.5 years. I've been teaching at House of Jiu Jitsu
right.
uh, under the tutelage of Jacob Landon. So it's been, man, our, you know, what a blessing.
No, no, for sure, man. And of course, Jacob, you're a great guy. Definitely has a
Hmm.
facility out there, man.
Yeah,
Gave me the opportunity at one point to set up, and
right.
I'm
Yeah,
forever be grateful, man. I mean, there's a lot of great
for
people out
sure.
there, do it for the sport, man. Because I'll say this, man, as big as the sport is to us, it's nothing compared to a lot of people, man. A lot of people still don't
Hmm.
know, that we have UFC fighters here. A lot of people still don't know that we have jiu-jitsu
Correct.
gyms here. And it makes you wonder because it's like, you know what, man? I mean, there's so many gyms here in San Antonio, a lot of great instructors, a lot of great teams, a lot of great competitors. But at the end of the day, you know, you opening up this gym, I mean, it's going to be you guys. It's going to be your technique. It's going to be the stuff that you've learned
Mm-hmm.
throughout the years and are still
Right.
learning. So
Right.
it's going to be a whole different
Yeah. I
view.
think we're also getting, uh, there's a man ton of support out there, ton of support. Um, uh, but we're also on the other side of that, kind of who's that? Who are they to? Who is he to open an academy? It doesn't, but you know what? We're here to spread the knowledge, spread jujitsu.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm counting on my my talent as an instructor. I'm counting on that. So I've been working with people the past few years and really kind of honing that skill, and so uh, we're excited to see uh, not only business wise what's going to come of combat social, but also on the competitors end.
Right.
What kind of competitors come out of our school. Uh, at our academy, we do plan on having weekly coaches meetings. It's not, it's, if you're trying to compete, you can't just sign up. You need to get with a coach so that we have tabs on you, so that we can follow you through your,
Your
we
journey.
can get you ready, right?
Right.
Because we don't want you to get out there and just not be ready. So our competitors are going to get a lot of attention.
No, man. You see, and you brought up a good point because when it comes to opening up a school, man, when I came through the tutelage under Mike Rangel.
Yeah.
I think a year
Mm-hmm.
in, I got a purple belt under his system, which was Valetudo. He
Yeah.
had me teaching, classes on Saturday, man. And before I knew it, I was doing garage days where I was teaching people in garages and just, but
Yeah.
in 2015 myself, man, I mean, I was teaching under at a location, inside Wonderland Mall, and I was a blue
Mm-hmm.
belt in jiu-jitsu, and I still held my
Mm-hmm.
my purple belt under Mike, man. I wasn't training with him till
Mm-hmm.
like after I stopped teaching, but when I started doing it for myself, man, it was more because I was working night shift. I was at the main post office. Nobody was teaching jiu-jitsu in the mornings that year, man. 2015, bro. I was the
Oh,
first one
right
teaching
on.
jiu-jitsu in the
Yeah.
mornings, bro. And after I did it, like a lot of
What
other
time
people
was that? What time was that?
in the mornings, it was 9 to 11, but it was like
You know.
guys would come in like at 9 o'clock, 9:15. We
Mm-hmm.
start rolling, and it was mostly a lot of people that were, working night shift or were sneaking in
Mm-hmm.
during lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they stop by and get a good
Right on.
roll in,
Just drop the kids off at school.
oh
Getting
yeah.
in. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but
Yeah. Right on. We're looking to do early bird. We're looking to of course. I like the 5:30 class. I like the 6 a.m. class, but I'm probably gonna settle in the middle somewhere 5:45, so something like
okay,
that.
okay,
So we'll definitely have some options on our schedule. We'll have an early morning, and then we'll have a lunchtime that'll probably run, 11 to 12:30, something like that. 11:30 to 1, something like that. Just something accessible to people on both ends of that 1 hour lunch. You know what I
right.
mean? And then if you can make that lunch class, I aim to have hour and a half classes. Um, so I'm also looking to probably bring on kind of outsource some of the time slots. So we've I've got my eye on a handful of people out there that I don't want to ask yet, but I'll end up getting with them and finding out where they would fit best.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure, man. And I mean, it's smart business because, of course, I mean, if you're gonna have the spot already set up, I mean, why not utilize all the time slots? The fact that you're gonna do morning,
Right,
lunch, and dinner, basically, the time suit. I
right.
mean, people can work
Mm-hmm.
out and go home, or
Mm-hmm.
work out and go to work.
Yeah, and what we'll be doing is we'll be teaching Thai boxing, we'll be teaching MMA, but not gonna have a MMA team.
Right,
If you're trying to be an MMA fighter, then that's something we can probably plug you in. We'll have ways of
right,
doing that. But one thing that our MMA spots on the schedule will be MMA for you to learn, right?
right. Right.
We're going to learn a technique. We're going to, kind of just run it like a regular class, just with an MMA. Mm-hmm.
No, no, yeah, man. I mean, like concepts, people want to get
Mm-hmm.
realistic. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
not just defend
Mm-hmm.
themselves, be offensive and defensive. Makes sense.
Right. Right.
But man, I mean, let me ask you, bro, because of course, throughout the years, man. I mean, you talk about, us getting up there in age. We try to stay away from injuries as much as possible, bro. So, what's some of
Yes.
the things that you do to kind of, stay safe, man? As far as I know, it happens sometimes, accidents, but
Yeah. Yeah, I've been pretty jammed up lately. The knee, and then if it's not the knee, it's the shoulders, and it's not this shoulder, it's this one, and then it's not this knee. It's just it's always, it's like the
oh yeah,
injuries just migrate, right? But man, I try to keep the ibuprofen down to a minimum. Maybe one, maybe three every couple of days or something like that, but just to keep the swelling down. And then I tried, I'm on some peptides too, so that helps.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
No, man,
I
and
need
of
to
course,
get on the. I need to get on that good stuff. KT tape, yeah,
oh
yeah,
yes.
and somebody to put that KT tape on, right?
I know we actually
Shoot, man.
sell that at work, man. And people ask me, and I'm like, man, there's YouTube videos, bro. Like I wouldn't know how to work that
Right,
stuff, but
right,
it'd be
right.
good to learn,
It's
though.
pretty interesting. Looking into how it works or why it works. It's doesn't make sense why a strip of tape is gonna help that. But when you read uh, you read it, you're like, oh, okay, all right, I guess.
I know. I tell people at work, I said the only thing that keeps me together these days, Mark, arthritis, bro. If it wasn't for that, I'd be falling apart, brother. But
Hey,
man,
but you're gonna get on the mats, bro.
let's
You're
do it.
gonna get on the mats.
Let's do it,
Yes.
brother. I'm ready,
Uh
man.
huh.
I'll be a
Shark
grappling
Tank day
dummy for a
one.
few weeks, but you know,
Yeah.
all it takes,
No,
man.
we'll get you. We'll get you in there, dude. Okay.
No, no, for sure, man. I mean, like I told
Hmm.
you before too, I'd definitely be interested, bro. Right now because I'm actually stuck working mornings, so it was ironic
Mm.
because now I'm waking up like at 2:30 in the morning, to get to be at work at 4, man, and so I'll be ready. I'll
Mm-mm.
be ready to start doing those
Let's
morning classes for
go.
sure, man.
Shit, I wake up at 4, dude. I thought, yeah, that's pretty rough, dude. 4 and then 4:30. Yeah, and on that shoot, man, on the our spot, we're just another spot. We're
Right.
just more mats. We're not nothing special about our mats. There's nothing special about me, right? We're gonna open up, and we're gonna see. We'll just that's all
Yeah.
it's gonna be. We're just another spot. Uh, Welcome to all experience, sizes, ages. We will have a kids class. Um, if fighting is something that you'd like to do, come in, learn the basics, get
Yeah.
some fundamentals, some foundation. Drilling sucks, dude. Drilling
Oh
sucks.
yeah.
I'm not a shoot, man. The way it just, but you have to do it. You have to do the drilling, and
Yeah.
so when you don't, you rush it and you want to do all these combinations. Like I get it, but your feet,
It's sloppy,
your
man.
feet forget what they're doing sometimes. You get these youngsters coming for you. You know what I mean? So
No, yeah, man.
yeah,
It's just like back in the day, everybody's like, man, I wanna learn the arm bar, and I'm like, man, first you gotta learn how to tumble, man. You gotta learn how to move, how to roll off the shoulder.
yeah, right. Yes, dude.
It's not
Yeah.
just grab the arm, it's working.
Hmm.
'Cause, dude,
Yeah.
be nice, but that's
Hmm.
cool though, man. I mean, the fact,
Yeah.
fundamentals were always my forte, man. I always loved them just because it
For
kept me
real.
linear, it kept me, my
I,
timing, my transitioning. Dude, it's
yes,
awesome.
dude. Yes. We're like I'm gonna hang my hat. I'm gonna hang my hat on that, on some fundamentals, some
Yeah,
basics, and just like you know, uh, we want to make it bite-sized portions for that beginner, the person who doesn't know what's going on or has no clue. They don't even know if they're going to be comfortable being that close to somebody, you
right,
know.
right.
And then you got to kind of like not maybe not coax them out of their shell, but give a little right so
Yeah,
that they can hear you and kind of like, all right, you start to get comfortable and start to you know, find reasons why we're doing these silly look. If you just with no context and you just look at it looks silly. What are you doing? But if you understand why we're framed up like that, or why we have our hands like this or hips like that, you know.
Oh yes, bro. I mean, I'm a believer, man. I mean, I've done it. When I trained, I did train up to 5 years, bro, and it was just, it's like I always tell people, man. It's not. I don't know a lot. I mean, I'm still, I get back on there. I'm still going to be learning like everybody else, but 5 years is a lot, bro. I mean, that's, I learned quite a
That is a
bit.
lot.
I used to cross
That
train
is
a
a lot.
lot after I
Hmm.
left Mike Rangel, and so I was able to train with a lot of other people from different academies, different lineage, different, so setups,
Hmm.
transitions,
Yeah,
everything.
then you kind of went through a lot of like you went to like Thai boxing and sambo, and you
Yeah.
were always out there looking around, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, man. I was
yeah.
always, a lot of at the beginning. We were getting run, they were running us off, man, from the gyms because
Hmm.
they weren't.
Hmm.
It wasn't like it is now. You couldn't cross train back
Hmm.
then, man, and it's not even so. I mean, it's a while back, of course, but times have changed, and now it's like for me to go to a boxing gym and want to learn how to just use my hands, and then being upset because my standing was off and I wasn't standing
Right. Yeah.
posture. It's just
Right.
but it's good timing though.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know anything about boxing. I'll be honest. That's my shit. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a boxer or wrestler.
Yeah.
Like Greg the Hammer. Or like
Oh yeah.
Julio Cesar Chavez. Right. That's what I wanted to. I wanted to
Yeah.
be one of those two things. But I didn't learn to box, dude. I learned to Thai box. But boxing, like I remember, I was sparring with Jacob Landon. He was getting ready for a boxing match.
Yeah.
Man, I had no. That was piecing me up. Yeah, if I can't use my legs and my knees and my
Yeah.
clinch, well, you know, and that teeth,
Oh yeah.
I need my teeth, man. I got those long legs, dude. You know what I mean?
No,
But
no,
yeah, dude, we're not gonna offer boxing. One
right,
thing we're
right.
not gonna do is I don't want to offer boxing out of respect for two-time champ next door. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would love to, but I also gotta like just respect your neighbor. You know?
No, not for sure, man. And I mean, it's
Hmm.
gonna be, if it is gonna be boxing, it's gonna be boxing concepts, or like you said, MMA. It's gonna be
Sure.
everything from setups to, because I mean,
Yeah.
you very well know, and a lot of people that do train, you can't just shoot in, man. Because if somebody's a Muay Thai
No.
guy, they time it, man. You get caught.
Hmm. 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 Yeah.
But no, I mean,
Yeah.
of course,
So
I mean,
our striking is going to be based around MMA and Thai
right.
boxing, but primarily it'll be geared for MMA. Shoot, man. So I mean, pick them up, fling them down. On top. But we're going to be top centered. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man.
We'll be. Definitely. And I think that's from when I first begun. You were speaking to Mike Rangel, and uh, I was training under Jamie Miller,
Right.
and he was very picky. He was
Yeah.
picky on what we were learning and what uh, learning something one way maybe doesn't lend itself so well to a multi maybe you're fighting two people at the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe you're fighting one person, but you got to keep an eye on those other two.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of our striking was and the jujitsu and the grappling was all about being on top passing. We weren't a bottom playing academy at that time. Texas Powerhouse at that time
No, yeah,
wasn't.
but you see, I mean, you think about, because the fight game does change. It goes from wrestler to jujitsu to stand up to boxer to kickboxing.
Mm-hmm,
There's
mm-hmm,
always different, like I guess martial arts that are winning at one point. I mean, mixed martial arts itself, everybody's an MMA fighter. When it comes to the UFC, PFL, Bellator, but the game changes. And I
mm-hmm,
mean, me
mm-hmm, it does.
thinking about the stuff that we used to do when I was with Mike, it makes sense even now. So that's how. I always tell people, man, we weren't. I don't
Mm-hmm,
want to say we were ahead of the game, but we were doing a lot of the things that are like, wow, dude, like other people are doing this, and
mm-hmm.
Mike, he used to travel and train with Tito and go out there and, you
Right
know,
on.
not just read books
Yeah.
or watch videos. He was actually out there training with good guys and coming back and
All
beating
right.
us up.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, dude. Another interesting individual that I've spent time like learning from and under, I look at him a lot like not only, you know, a buddy or whatever, a training partner, but like a coaching mentor is Daniel Jolly here in town.
Yeah.
Man, he's been in the walls where they're having these, that's top tier
Yeah.
coaching, top tier competition, and just sit there and pick his brain about how they did this or how they did that. You know, Pretty interesting, man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's some of these guys around town. Alex Hernandez, Yarrington is constantly with him. So it's funny to kind of like get a peek behind the curtains as far as like what is said behind those kinds of doors.
No, for sure, man. You see, being in your shoes, man. Of course, with your training. I mean, that's good to know because you're still learning. We talked about that earlier.
Of course, yes,
Regardless of where you start or where you end up. I mean, you're always going to be a student when it comes to the game.
right, always, yes. Uh-huh.
And then, and of course,
Yeah, anytime like I thought about a meme, and it's just in my head. And it's just a picture. It's not funny, but uh, when you start grappling and you start these, and you see a mountain from far away, you're like, man, I'm going to go climb that mountain. I'm going to get my black belt and climb that mountain. And then by the time you get a black belt, you're basically at the bottom of the mountain.
yeah,
You're basically now you're ready to really
start
traverse.
climbing, man.
So, and it said I'm a brown belt, and it said, at black belt, man, that that the bottom just falls off. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to move forward. Going to Worlds next year. I think they just announced the dates.
Yeah.
Right. So we're looking for, and I'll be there the next year, and I'll be there the next year. Looking for that. Looking for that. I didn't start training until I was 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It
yeah,
really,
we have
man, I was
talked about that, man.
like we've talked about. I was tired of saying I could do something like that.
Yeah.
Right. I could do that. I could do something like that. Right. And then I just. I found Powerhouse. It happened to be not far from where I was, and I walked in, and I was super lucky to have walked into a gym like that with a group of guys like that. They had some. So, and a lot of guys moved on and have their own academies. All my friends have their own academies.
Oh yeah.
They've been having their own academies for a little while now.
Yeah.
One that went off and went and just didn't do anything for 10 years. That's on me, 12-year blue belt. Right?
Yeah.
It's all about consistency. Bro, that's how I met Jacob Landon, is that he was helping a friend move in to the neighbor, helping my neighbor move in. And that was his buddy. Hey, what are y'all doing over there, right? That's how he started. He started in my garage because I had these aspirations of being, but that alcohol at the time, it wasn't happening,
Yeah.
But I was doing my thing. I had a few fighters, and then he, man, he just stayed with it, and that's just consistency. Then next thing you know, man, he's a brown belt, and I think we started training together again. I was going in and out to HQ when I was coming to town from West Texas, and soon thereafter he was a black belt,
Yeah.
So man, it goes to consistency, showing up. There's no DVD set. There's no, I don't know. Those things you played in your earbuds when you sleep, and it's supposed to fix your depression or something. It's not.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no like easy answer, right?
Yeah.
The secret is showing up the next day.
Oh yeah.
You show up the next day. Yeah, but I get hurt. You're rolling too hard. You're not, you need to listen to your body, maybe take a round off. You don't have to say yes to every roll. You know how many youngsters I'm like, are you kidding? No.
Yeah.
The other day I was over at HQ, and I was in Professor Manny's class, Manny Aguilar,
Right.
and this youngster, he came over there, man, he must have been 20,
Oh, man.
22 tops, right? He came over there, he's all, yo, hey, you want to go? I'm like, no. Mm-mm. No, Gotta draw. Like, no, man.
No,
You should have
that's
limped
true,
over
man.
here.
Because when I first started, dude, I mean, I got my butt kicked the first few months, and
Yes.
after a year, I was that guy,
You're
man. I
like,
wanted to
hey,
roll with everybody, and I
right.
did,
I want to roll with everybody. Right.
But
No, no,
now it's
no.
like, yeah, you gotta, like you said, you gotta listen to your body, man.
You
Hey,
gotta
bro.
listen to your
Well, of
body,
course,
dude.
I mean, Combat Social Club is happening, man. That's something that you guys are in the works. Everything's
Mm-hmm.
progressing.
Mm-hmm.
We had talked about doing something like this even before, and the fact that you
Yeah.
guys are gonna open up, and I'm gonna be joining you guys, man. I'm actually gonna be going live from your location, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm
And
glad you brought that up. Yeah. So there's your announcement.
there you go, brother.
Something that we wanted to. I've always looked at you. I've always looked at you like kind of our historian, the keeper of records.
Oh yeah,
As
bro.
far as like the regional MMA scene, the grappling
Yeah.
scene, any other sort. You were, y'all. Weren't you like one of the first ones in town taking a sambo class or something like that?
I did. Before I started with Mike Rangel, I started
Right.
training ensemble, man, and this was
Right.
a Russian doctor that was off. Ooh, I want to say Eisenhower, like in that area off 35. This is like way
Oh,
back
right
then.
on. Mm-hmm.
And but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, I started training with him, and it's like I think it was like within a month, bro. We were like just going with a shirt because we had like a long sleeve because we didn't. I didn't even know what a top was,
Right. Right.
but yeah, man, it's just and the guy just out of
Yeah.
nowhere stopped, dude. Like he was closed one day, and after that, he was gone, bro. This is before social media,
Mm-hmm.
so I couldn't find him. It was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. It's
but yeah,
Yellow Pages.
I know, yeah, yeah,
Man,
no kidding, man. I'll look at my,
that's always attributed to you, man. Like you just always been thirsty for that knowledge and always uh, uh, you know you found something that you love. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of what, yeah, man. That's kind of what you got to do, man. Find something that you love, and like my
definitely.
all my kids got their own thing, but our artist, my son Evan, he's the one that drew our logo, and he's been drawing
Wow,
ever since he was a kid. He loves it, man. And that's what
wow,
he does. That's what he does, dude. You know,
man,
He-
that's
yeah. We got a couple soccer players and musicians, and my daughter's playing volleyball, and she's getting back into a gi. She was just hitting pads earlier today.
nice.
She's still got that nice two. Yeah, she's still got that nice 232. So
Dude, that's cool, man. I mean,
yeah,
the thing is to keep them busy, like you said. I mean, find something that you
hmm
like and just stick with it. Makes sense.
yeah, yeah. So appreciate you, man. Thank you for kind of staying in the loop, keeping your ear to the ground. What's going on? I look forward to collaborating with you as far as maybe we can watch some old Chavez matches or
Oh yeah, bro.
some old boxing and just kick back. And I know we've been talking about a couple of different things, but I look forward to having Fight Card podcast coming out of Combat Social Club for some time to come. We signed a big lease, bro, so you're
Yeah,
stuck, dude. Yeah, you're stuck. All right.
let's do it. No, man. Well, for sure. For those watching or that are going to be watching, man, I just want to say, when it comes to the episodes, I mean, you're going to be chiming in. We're going to be
Mm-hmm,
collaborating, of course. So
mm-hmm,
whether it's a fight
mm-hmm.
coming up, whether it's a big card, small card, regional, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
just to match, any
yeah.
tournaments up there coming up, send us your
Mm-hmm,
schedule, send us your, what's coming up as far as tournaments, fights, and we'll shop them
mm-hmm.
up, man. We'll
Please
just talk
do. Yeah.
about them and blow
Yeah,
them
I
up.
look forward to that. We got a Black Friday coming up,
Yes, sir.
and so we've got some membership options. We're working on some our first generation of T-shirts.
Nice.
So looking forward to the Black Friday.
No, no, for sure. And of course, those
Hmm.
that are watching that or are going to be watching Combat Social Club, you guys are on Instagram, Facebook, and
All of it.
dropping
Yeah.
the news, everything that's coming up. I mean, for them to stay tuned and stay posted. They can just follow you guys.
Hmm. Yeah, we got some different membership options. We got like paid in full options. We've got 3 months, 6 month, 12 months. So we'll probably, because military city, a lot of people are constantly, coming through town for conventions or schooling or whatever, we do offer like 1 to 2 week, a couple of months. HOJ, we really had to. There's a lot of guys in town, just in town for 60 days. You know what I mean? A lot of military guys, a lot of doctors. And so HOJ was real good about taking care of those guys and taking care of their military, So yeah, combatsocialclub.com. It's our website. You can just go and see what's on the latest. It's still under construction. It's a madhouse, and we're not even open yet, dude.
It's gonna happen, brother. I'm excited, man. I'm happy for you guys, man. It's something definitely to look forward to. I do appreciate you, of course, opening your doors and allowing me to set up and run this from there. But man, I thank you.
And I would like to, and I want to open the door to any and all interviews you have coming up. Anybody who you want to come in, and please, I want everybody to feel welcome, and we'll take care of you.
Nice.
We're looking to really, have a place for you to like enjoy your stay. Come and get some rolls, but also kind of like, just be a little more.
Right. No, for sure, man. And of course, like I said, dude, I mean, the scene for us is huge, man, but it's still a small community. And why not? It's open doors, and I appreciate that, man. But yeah, thank you, brother. We're gonna wrap this up, but of course, we're gonna be bringing you on and jumping on for more. But anything you want to say, man? I mean, I know you just invited the whole world out there, but anything you want to say to wrap this up, bro?
Man, maybe not our mats, but just find mats.
Right.
Find you some mats somewhere. Find you a gym. It's all the same thing. You know what I mean? But my best advice, I think we've spoken about, just move forward.
Yeah.
Yes, and just move forward. You'll find an excuse to not do it, or you'll find an excuse to do it. So don't lose that motivation. It's about the discipline. A lot of it is about finding ways to show up, and not necessarily, did you get your taps today? Did you get tapped today? It's about what you arranged, what you rearranged in your day to adapt and still show up. So.
Oh yeah, man, definitely, bro. Yeah, it makes sense, dude. Because of course, when you go out there, you're there to learn. You don't want to go out there and hold guard the whole time. It's like learn how to sweep, learn how to do everything else, man.
Right. But I look forward to. Thank you, man. Appreciate you kind of coming together with me, and I look forward to seeing what we can do on the. And my daughter wants to get in on the horror stuff, man. She's
into
that.
Do it.
Yeah, she's got the charm bracelets with all the serial killers on them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we need to get her behind the scenes over there.
No, yeah, we'll get it done, man. There's a lot of big things for myself on that angle that I'm going to be doing next year, man.
That's cool.
Course, you guys, more than welcome, brother.
Yeah.
Don't lock off yet, bro.
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon, doggy.
Yes, sir. Everybody out there, of course. sPidA here, Fight Card Podcast. Till next time. Follow up.